Yuya held an old book. The title glowed softly. The Book of the Sage. He had heard of the sage before, a mysterious figure who lived nearby. The sage was a master of everything: magic, martial arts, cooking, singing, painting. He even reached the realm of the gods but chose to stay among people. As Yuya read, he felt the weight of the sage's words. Great strength, the sage warned, often leads to loneliness. People feared the sage, and Yuya worried the same could happen to him. He didn't want to be strong, but alone. The sage had lived alone, even after reaching the gods. Yuya knew the sage didn't want him to face that same fate. How could he avoid becoming someone people feared? The answer was simple: trust. Yuya needed to build trust with friends, family, and those he cared about. But it felt hard since he had only just found his first friends. A gentle presence calmed Yuya's thoughts. There was no rush. He could build friendships at his own pace. With this clarity, the book changed. It was time for Yuya to write his own journey. The book held all the sage's knowledge. Yuya knew his life was about to change. He thought about what he wanted to learn: magic. But he wasn't from this world. Could he even learn it? As if hearing his thoughts, the sage's voice spoke. Yuya didn't have the pathways to use magic, but the sage offered his own. Yuya was stunned by the gift. The sage only asked that Yuya live a worthy life and be proud. Something shifted inside Yuya. He felt magic flowing through him. A new skill, magic energy manipulation, had awakened. Yuya and his companion, Night, were now connected to magic. Yuya learned that using magic was simple. He gathered energy in his hand and thought of the magic he wanted to create. He tried water ball, and it worked. Night created magic too. Yuya felt ready to start mastering his new powers. Confident, he aimed his water ball at a tree, eager to see what would happen next. King Arzelia ordered Owen to raise his head and asked if he had met the young man. Owen confirmed they found him in the darkest regions, just as Princess Lexia had said. The man's unusual name and appearance stood out. Then, Owen mentioned Lexia's sudden proposal. The king's anger flared. He demanded more details. In a flashback, Lexia boldly proposed, shocking everyone. Furious, the king couldn't believe anyone would try to marry his daughter. Owen, meanwhile, sighed at the royal family's never-ending trouble. In the classroom, Miss Sawada called attendance. Yuya, deep in thought, reminded himself to be careful with his magic. Miss Sawada then announced an off-campus camping trip. Yuya, surprised, learned they'd camp for 2 nights to adapt to new environments. He was placed in Team 5 with Keed and Akira. Keed was excited, and Yuya agreed happily. When Akira joined, he joked around, telling Yuya to drop the formalities. Rin playfully scolded Akira for his long introduction, and the group shared a laugh. Yuya met Rin for the first time and felt nervous, but she quickly made him feel at ease, asking him to just call her by her first name. She hinted at rumors about him, leaving Yuya confused, but smiled and changed the topic to Akira. Akira's dramatic antics made Rin laugh, while Keed smiled, looking forward to the trip. Yuya, however, realized he didn't have a travel bag. Keed offered to help, suggesting they go shopping together. Later, Kaori joined the group with a warm smile. Shingo, nervous around her, was quickly reminded by Keed that they were there to help Yuya shop. Yuya felt guilty for the trouble, but Kaori was happy to be with friends. As they bonded, Ryo mentioned how easygoing Kaori seemed, despite her prestigious family. Rin agreed, but said people often felt different around someone with such status. Kaori, staying humble, asked everyone to call her by her first name, bringing them closer. As they prepared for the trip, Yuya noticed Akira was missing. Shingo explained Akira had other plans and had made a big, dramatic exit, calling himself the young noble. Everyone laughed, knowing Akira's love for drama. At the store, Kaori suggested a rucksack for Yuya, which everyone agreed was a perfect fit. Yuya thanked Kaori, and they finished shopping, with Shingo excitedly talking about bringing snacks and cards for the trip. Rin reminded them they weren't kids anymore, but it was all in good fun. Next, they visited an arcade. Shingo struggled with the crane games, so Yuya offered to help. Using his sharp senses, Yuya won the prize on his first try, surprising everyone. Soon, Yuya had won prizes for everyone, though he humbly called it luck. They later relaxed at a cafe. Yuya tried to be grown up by ordering coffee, but found it too bitter. Ryu teased him, saying real men like bitter coffee, though even Ryu admitted it wasn't great. Yuya grabbed sugar and milk, thinking about how much fun he was having. Suddenly, an announcement came over the speakers. There was a fire on the 10th floor, and it was spreading fast. Panic set in, and they were urged to evacuate. But Yuya worried about Kaori, Keed, and Rin, who were still upstairs. Ignoring warnings, he rushed back to save them. Using his magic, Yuya created a shield of water and air to fight the flames. He found the girls, and they escaped together. Though Yuya was scolded for his recklessness, everyone was relieved they were safe. Kaori's father thanked Yuya, leaving him awkward but grateful. Back home, Yuya reflected on the day's chaos and felt thankful for his friends. Meanwhile, far away, Usagi encountered a mysterious figure named Yuri, who planned to destroy the world. Usagi, recognizing the danger, resolved to stop Yuri and pass on his skills as the deity of kicks.